it. Going to score his third win in 4 races. Road America to Dylan Parker. There's a photo of J.W. Miller with his father on the front straightaway at the Brickyard. Now he's actually going to go to victory lane at the Brickyard. J.W. Miller wins. All right, here we go. Kentucky Speedway. I promise I am here as we go live tonight, virtually on the Captain Esports Network. Had a almost emergency situation come up as I got home from work with the way today's gone. I'm glad to be here with you guys live tonight for the Rackzon Rackz Barbecue 180. It's an awesome name for a track. Kentucky Speedway tonight as we get ready for 120 laps and 180 miles. And let's see if I can fly through the starting lineup here real quick. Jeremy Frere gets his first career pole in the Black Horizon Truck Series season. He will start there next to Sam Fontaine. Bondurant and Alphin there, the homeboy in 4th there. Robert Warren, Jason Dalton, row 3. Cedric Ingram, Brian Sutphin, row 4. Tuckness, last week's winner, Darlington. He'll be with Chris Evans in row number 5. Row number 6, Luke Knupp and Sam Barnes. Christopher Dean and Sean Peach in row 7. Drayton Cook, Casey Duncan, row 8. Alex Cummings, Luke Daniels, row 9. Cam Ingram, Matt Taylor, row 10. Tyler Brewer, Josh Gagnon in row 11. Row 12, Blaine Sparling, Lucas Josephson. Let's see, Mike Robinson, Dennis Warrens, Adrift, Robert Lukens. That's it. The 28 starters that are about to go 120 laps and 180 miles around the 1.5 mile virtual Kentucky Speedway. Here we go. Frere did not get a good start. This here, the tighter end of the track, 17 degrees of bank, and you'll be all but wide open through that corner all night long. Down the back straightaway, 3-4 wide to the wide part of the corner, which is the flatter 15 degree, turn 3 and 4. And that's where we see Fontaine lead lap number 1. Brandon Alphin to the outside for second. And forgive me, I'm going to go quiet for a second. All right, sorry about that. 4 laps complete. Let's get that up there for you. Sam Fontaine leads. Brandon Alphin, Jason Dalton, Bondurant and Sutphin. Unfortunately, a lot of work things have happened here today, and it's caught me off guard and caused all types of issues for me today. As a matter of fact, as soon as this broadcast is over with, I am literally getting up, saying bye to everyone, and going back to work. And it's going to be a long night at work. I've spent most of the afternoon actually on the road delivering packages, and it's not been a fun week so far. But I don't want to make this about me. We're going to make this about a fun race, and here is the Kentucky boy, Brandon Alfin, to the front inside of Fontaine in lead change number 1. As I mentioned, a lot of speed that they carry down to turn 3 and 4. And in here, they kind of let off the throttle and let it just ride through the corner. And you're going to see multi-groove racing all throughout the night here at this part of the track. And here's your first side-by-side battle. Chris Evans looking up. Should mention our cameras tonight presented by TrackCams22.com. You can catch them online on Facebook and also on the iRacing forums. But more importantly, TrackCams22.com. As you see the crossover move there by Knupp. And now I'm hearing thunder in the background. As it just doesn't end. Robert Warren's making a move now inside that 95 truck, looking good so far. And there is your Darlington winner, Jonathan Tuckness. Well, he's thinking about tucking it in there 3 wide. So yeah, I apologize again for the quick intro there and everything. Kind of had to rush through that. Appreciate everybody working with us, and hopefully the viewer count will go up a little bit. It's usually a higher number than what we have now. As we are 8 laps in. Drayton Cook there in that 8 truck inside of Christopher Dean. Of course, that Christopher Dean truck is one of the KJD 2 trucks that had some issues with the 8 truck last week. Back here, Sean Peachin going backwards a little bit. So is Casey Duncan. And the Ingrams battling each other. 19 is Dad on the left. Cedric on the right. That's Cam in the 5. And also up here in the front, your pole sitter, Jeremy Frere, under attack. He's got Fontaine there. He's got Sutphin. You see Bondurant's moved up to P2. Good fighting going on here. Sutphin there in that 26 truck. We ride with him. As Knupp take it 3 wide here. It's wide enough there, but you got to be careful. Give each other room. And believe it or not, oh, contact. Hold on. And then Sutphin just kissed the wall a little bit. Eleven laps in. Seeing some good side-by-side racing already all throughout this field. I mean, look at this fight here. I mean, you got fights everywhere here. Sean Peachin back here with Cedric Ingram. Telder's there behind them. Sammy B here in a very cool paint scheme on that truck, the Racing Pride. That is a really cool paint scheme that is being ran by Sam. Being battled by Tyler Brewer there in the 40 truck. 63 of Alex Cummings, the Knoxville winner and points leader. Got a really good points lead entering tonight's race. Almost 100 points in that 63, running 19th. He actually has fallen back a couple spots since the beginning of this race. So Biggest mover right now is Cam Ingram, up 7 to the 12th position. Matt Telder, he's making moves in that 2-truck top side. Charlie on Cedric Ingram. And he looks like will complete the pass. That high groove will come in this race, especially in 3 and 4. Not so much turn 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, most definitely. Oh, Telder got too high into the corner. I'm going to check something real quick here. Forgive me. I'm seeing multiple numbers on trucks. I do have high card numbers on, so there we go. Back to what I was doing. Up front here, a battle for the lead. Bondurant puts that Toyota bottom side here, and as Alphin pushes up, opens the door up for that 11. Dalton right behind him in that 4 truck. As Bondo, who came off a miserable race last week, finished dead last. As a matter of fact, now has top of the board in his hands. New leader, the 11. As we look back after 21. You hear the difference in the corners here. How you had to roll out the throttle and kind of let the truck set and roll back to it. As Alphin blinking out a little bit there. And then watch how much they lift here in turn 1. You're not going to hear much, if any. A little blip and right back to it. That's one of the creative features of Kentucky. This was the first of the Speedway Motorsports tracks to get the repave and the reconfigure, kind of like Texas Motor Speedway. Of course, they did this to Kentucky, and then they did what they did to Texas, and here we are now. On the back straightaway, teammates there in the 5 and the 8. Making moves. The one there, Sean Peach, and also there on the bottom. I think Tyler Brewer might be having some connection issues. It's Casey Duncan in the 17 truck running in the 16th position right now. Casey had a career best 5th last week at Darlington. Congratulations to him. I know he and the team were pretty happy after that run. The Serve Pro truck. So hopefully you had a chance to check out the fantasy page over at the GreatLakesSimRacing.com. If you didn't get a chance to do so, remember next week you have a chance to play fantasy racing. As I think Drayton Cook got the Waller off too. But you do have a chance to make picks for fantasy and have a chance to win a Buttkicker and also a gamer pass from from Major's Garage. I want to make sure I got that right. So make sure you get signed up for that next week when we are at the road course at Belle Isle that I thought we were at this week. I said it 100 times on the broadcast last week. Dumb me. As Sutphin under attack, and now you see Chris Evans looking underneath. Looking up there for position. .25 laps complete. Oh no, I see what's going on now. Why did... Alrighty then. Two and three wide down to turn one here. I just realized what's going on. So I had to stream on a little bit ago, but it wasn't working right. And I thought I had it right, and I didn't. And now I've got one of my other streams running right now, and it's not the right title. So this is really becoming a great night right now, I gotta say. Let me hit that button to shut that off. So I'm sorry for this. I am obviously having issues myself tonight. So, anyways. Bonder leads over Brandon Alphin, Jason Dalton, Fontaine. Chris Evans there in the 8th position. As Jeremy Frere there in 5th. As pit stops are happening, Jonathan Tuckness is in. And this should be 4 tires and fuel, and you see he's been up against the wall at one point. Let's see. All right, so obviously you're seeing the wrong title down there at the bottom, and I apologize for that. I'm going to fix that right now. That's kind of frustrating. Tuckness on pit road, and we got others on pit road. Some will multitask here. As Tyler Brewer, Josh Gagnon all came to pit road, but the leader's still out right now. They should be, I would think, coming to pit road this time by. Sean Peachin, Ingram on pit road. Sam Barnes on pit road. Drayton Cook, Lucas Josephson all on pit road here. This is lap number 30, so right into the window we are now for pit stops. There goes Peachin launching out right now. 4 tires and fuel. Sammy B on pit road, and now Bondurant's on pit road. Four tires and fuel for Bondurant and Alphen, it looks like, seeing who can get out of pit road first. $45-mile-an-hour and everybody gone, and now Dalton, Fontaine, Sutphin, Dean, Daniels, Ingram, Telder, and Cummings all in. For those watching the stream, you are at the right place. This is actually the GLSR Truck Series. I unfortunately made some whoopsies and have just caught on to it. I'm actually changing the titles on all the streams right now to fix it. As you see pit stops going on. All right, Twitch has been fixed. So it looks like off pit road it will be Bondurant leading, as Drift is the last one to come to pit road. I don't know if that just changed anything, guys, but I just did something that it might have flipped it to the other link that was on the Captain channel. Just be aware. All right, so there's your leader after pit stops. It is Bondurant by 1.64 seconds over Brandon Alphen, Jason Dalton, Sean Peachin now up to 4th with the short pit, and Fontaine up to 5th. I'm actually going to stop here for a second. I'm going to go to commercial, come back, and see if I can get the issues fixed here in the next 45 seconds. So we're going to step away for a quick minute. We'll come back with more racing here from the Kentucky Speedway virtually on the Captain Esports Network.
This is your chance to get behind the wheel. The opportunity to race just like the pros. From the grassroots levels, where we all got our start, to the most popular race cars on the planet. From the fairgrounds of Nashville to the high banks of Daytona, to tracks that will never be forgotten. Realistic driving, intense competition, all from the comfort of your own home. This is the ultimate motorsports simulation. This is iRacing.
Alrighty then. Well, I don't know what more I can do right now other than I've just absolutely screwed up the broadcast. But either way, I'll continue on going here and go from there. But you see a pass from Canup as he goes by Fontaine here as we're back at the virtual Kentucky Speedway. As Justin Bondurant leads here, and you see Fontaine going backwards, back to 6th. Now looks like maybe falling back to the 7th position here as you see Peachin underneath. You see Jeremy Ferrer right there with him also. But this is the Black Horizon Truck Series and the Rackz BBQ 180 here at the virtual Kentucky Speedway. Now Peachin all of a sudden falling back here as we watch this close battle going on here. We got battles everywhere in the track, but this is the best one right now. As you see Frere underneath the one truck. And hopefully we're able to get the viewers over here. I'm trying to fix all the errors here that I've made, but what I'll probably have to do is figure something out. So again, apologize for the issues. We'll go from there, and I'm just going to get this broadcast going and rolling. And as we're already 41 laps in, third distance, Telder leading over Sam Barnes. Lucas, or I should say Luke Daniels. I about called him Lucas. Thinking of Lucas Josephson up there in this race there, 24th position. But these five have finally settled it out as Sean Peach in there in the 7th position as we ride with him. I think the viewers are realizing what I've done, or at least I just put out a message over to the captain link over there, so hopefully it gets everybody who's waiting for the broadcast to come over here and they can see what we got going on. All right, so there's Robert Warrens there in the 95 truck as he follows Jeremy Frere in the 8th position right now. Your top 10 looks like this. Justin Bondurant leading this race. He's got 1.8 seconds over Brandon Alphin right now. And you see the lap truck in between there. It's Mike Robinson there in the 26. He is actually the last truck on the lead lap as Jonathan Tuckness and Cam Ingram have both lost a lap in this race. There's your 3rd place driver. That's Jason Dalton, the 4 truck, the Homestead winner, running P3 right now. Looking up after missing last race or two. He is back in the 4th position right now, running pretty well there in that the V-Speed Toyota. Brian Sutphin, 5th position for the 26. He's got Sam Fontaine right there behind him in the 77. Sean Peachin and Jeremy Frere there in the 1 and 25 respectively. That is the 7th and 8th positions. Christopher Dean, Chris Evans, they're 10th and 11th right now. These guys cannot get separated from each other. But let's drift our way back here. And there's Drift. Segway. Blaine Sparling there in the 59. Tuckness, who is, if I'm seeing this right, 2 laps down in the 94 truck. And then you have Dennis Warrens and Drayton Cook there. Drayton Cook, 21st position right now for him. Actually trying to edit the title on the stream right now. There's Blaine Sparling there. Angel Volante SC watching over in the YouTube chat. Uh-oh, caution is out. Here, the pace car do a burnout. Robert Lukens with issues. And the first caution out, lap number 52. You see the back end damage on the 33. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he gets loose. Tail happy off two, trying to save it. And unfortunately, the driver who at one point was nearly the points leader in the series has backed it into the wall. That thing was all kinds of tail happy. All right, so caution is out here, and let's see what the sets of tires these guys are allowed. Will we be seeing them on pit road? It looks like the answer right now is yes. Bondurant leads pretty much the whole entire field, probably except Drift. Well, Drift will be in, but he's going to sneak on through the pits here in a second, doing drift things and drift ways. And race off pit road. Look at that. Jeremy Frere with the win off pit road. That is the luck of the first draw, and actually maybe two tires also. 8.3 seconds. And the Reese's Pieces Ford going to be the leader off pit road. All right, so I am going to just stay on the stream here for a second. I'm going to stay quiet. I'm going to mute myself, and I'm going to go make the proper edits here to keep the stream on the air and stuff. And I'm just going to change the titles and stuff around, and because we got what we got tonight. So give me a second here. We'll be back racing. I'm just going to mute myself real quick. All right. Are we back live on YouTube? Please, somebody let me know. I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do is, this has been a complete nightmare. It is what it is. Can't always get what you want, right? We're going to come back to green in a lap, it looks like, which is good. That buys me this extra lap to fix some more stuff. So what I think has happened is earlier when I got home, I was obviously taking care of another situation. I clicked the stream on once I knew everything was clear for me to go live. And I thought we were on the right stream. And all of a sudden it didn't... I'm actually cutting all the streams off except for the YouTube one now. Okay. So with that, I'm going to open up this. And I'm just going to keep the chat from this one. So, and it only showed one viewer and stuff. Like, I thought maybe I'd put the wrong stream in or whatever, the wrong stream link, as they call it. So I went and grabbed what I thought was the one for this race, and it appears that I grabbed the one that I'm actually broadcasting Saturday, and that's the race that popped up. And I didn't realize until 20 laps in, that's what we had going on. So I apologize for all that, but I think we're good now. I'm just waiting on somebody to just let me know if I'm still on YouTube, please. And if so, then we're good to go. I've shut off all the other streams tonight, so. All right, pace car going to go in. This might be one of those where I just rerun this stream over and make a new stream out of it. Okay, good. You can hear me. Can you see it? Can you see this stream? As pace truck is in, Jeremy Frere leads them back to the green flag, lap 56. Good. Okay, thank you. Let's see how much these two tires can hold on down to turn 3. And right there you see the disadvantage as Bondurant goes by. Dalton goes by. Alphin to the outside with Fontaine there with him, and Sutphin also. Robert Warrens 3 wide with Sean Peachin inside. Sean in that Black Horizon Brewery #1 truck trying to make the pass here on Warrens for the 6th position. Sean stole some track position there on the on the pit stop there, and now he's trying to get some more. Should mention Mike Robinson, I believe, got the lucky dog, and now all but one truck on the lead lap, and that's Lucas Josephson, who I believe is 4 laps down now in the 28th position. As Bondurant tries to stretch it out on the 4 truck as we're 2 laps from halfway. As Evans inside the 95, he'll make the pass. And Frere, unfortunately, is going backwards. Falling all the way back down to the 13th position. He's got Sammy B, and look at Luke Daniels. High side, rolling by. Brandon Alphin looking to put pressure on Dalton. Looked pretty good there on the short run, it looks like, in that 21 truck. As we ride with the 4 truck, the Homestead winner, Jason Dalton. Running P2 now is Jonathan Tuckness on pit road. Unscheduled stop for the 94 truck. last week's winner on pit road. Not sure what's going on with the 94. He's in a stall, getting tires. This might be a scheduled pit stop. He was maybe hoping for a quick yellow, maybe. Frere continues to go backwards. Now you got Casey Duncan outside of drift. You got Cedric Ingram there in a 19, also trying to make a move. Lucas Josephson back on pit road also. So some issues for some drivers, some adversity as we are 65 laps in. And Sean Peachin looking to make another move inside the 51. Hopefully you had a chance to check out the new podcast for the latest podcast, I should say, for the GLSR. Sam and I back together, our first podcast in a few months. Him and I together there, had some fun, talked about the last couple of races, and we've made it planned now that every night or every Sunday night we're going to be in the booth recording, so we're going to give you more stuff and hopefully more interviews with drivers and who knows, maybe some new things here and there. But you can check out the GLSR podcast, the new edition, getting ready for Kentucky on Spotify and other places now. Brandon Alfin inside of Dalton for second. And 21 moves to P2. Dalton back to P3, and then teammates lined up right here in the 4th and 5th positions. As Fontaine going to let Sutphin go ahead and jump in line there. Lap time's about 31 seconds right now, almost some 32s I'm starting to see. We look at Luke Daniels outside of Christopher Dean there in the 48. Alex Cummings there on the top side. The 12th position here. Now, we didn't get a chance really to talk about the point standings too much. Obviously, had to kind of rush into the broadcast and with all the other 65 issues we've had tonight. So what I want to do real quickly is I'm going to pull up the website here and show you guys where we stand right now with the point standings. This is as we enter tonight's race. Here it is on the screen. Alex Cummings leading by over 100 points on Drayton Cook. Telder, surprisingly, great run for him so far this season. 3rd, Dalton 4th. Tim Averill hasn't been here the last 2 weeks. He's going to start the fall here. I think Robert Lukens, unfortunately, is going down now with his issues tonight. Dean Alfin, Cedric Ingram, and Sam Fontaine, your top 10. Could see Casey Duncan come into the top 10 here by the end of tonight, but look how tight this battle is from 11th or 10th down to 15th. You're seeing almost just 30 points, which you got to remember in the old school point system is only 6 positions. So every point is going to matter in the playoffs, or when we get to the playoffs here in just 5 short weeks. As Evans underneath Fontaine for position. With 48 laps to go. This is Peachin we're riding with right now as he enters pretty shallow there, but drags the brake, gets the truck down there on that yellow line. Of course, the dirtier the air, the more you got to kind of lift in turn one. Great racing going on up here at the front. This is the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th with Telder. Can up there in 10th is Fontaine. That's not the... I cringe only because you don't see it on the sim, but there's manhole covers down there. And you saw the truck kind of porpoise on the apron. That's why. Fontaine 3 wide and through, so great job on his part. Oh, Evans almost got the peach in there. And now Telder underneath Warrens. And now Dean sliding up underneath Canup here. So a bunch of spots being battled here. Just 45 laps to go. Oh, Telder sliding up. Your points leader, Alex Cummings, right on the edge of this here in the 13th position. Worked his way up here silently through the field. Looking to get himself a good finish tonight. See Dean on the back of the 29, just trying to give him a little bit of a push, get him going there a little bit. Let's jump back here with Casey Duncan. This is the other Warrens in the battle. 15th place, Dennis Warrens. And in drift, also Blaine Sparling there with Cedric Ingram. All these guys battling for position. As KC takes the 14th spot away. As the skies have opened up here at the Scalamander. Let's add rain to the forecast now, boys. Fontaine getting past Peachin for 5th there. So Sam's starting to kind of get back going here on this long run, but Justin Bonder, it's been the guy. He and Brandon Alphin have been within about a 1.5 seconds of each other all night since the green flag after Jeremy Frere actually started on the pole. And fell back a little bit early, but now after a 2-tire attempt has fallen back pretty far now. Just the one caution so far. It's always nice when you have two cells come together right above your town where you live. Anyways, battle. Luke on the inside, Luke on the outside, Alex behind him. And ironically, one number apart too, 28-29. Oh, Evans in the wall there. We ride with Telder in the 2 truck. Make sure you listen, ClashingSabers.net, to the Sith Talk podcast. All right, right, maybe the start of pit stops here. I see Josh Gagnon has brought the 79 to pit road here. His last pit stops were at lap 52, so right at the 30-lap mark. See 83, 84, 85 from 120, 35. Oh, we might have ourselves a fuel mileage race as we see. Oh, never mind. Into the wall. Goes Luke Daniels, and I'm choking. And there goes everything, including my voice. Caution's out. Luke Daniels hard into the inside wall. Let's see what happens to the Texas driver. I looked up. Oh, he gets in the back of the 95 there. And then 95 gets kicked up, double teamed. And then, well, Luke on Luke violence here. The 29 into the 20. That is just not how it goes. There's just a lot of violence there. First it starts with the double team, and then bam, Luke gets into Luke, and Luke hits the wall and gets stuck to it. It's that classic 80s song, I Got My Mind Set on You. All right, pit stops, lap 82. This is going to make this close. We are looking at 36 laps right now. Alfin overshoots a stall just a piece. Race off pit road is going to be Drayton Cook, it looks like, with a fuel-only stop for the 8 truck. That is a very long hashtag. But Brandon Alfin actually is going to win the race off pit road out of those who took 4 tires. At least I think he took 4. 12.7 second stop. That is a really quick stop. All right, we're going to slide away here for a quick second, and now I can finally regroup after everything that's transpired here this afternoon so far. And we'll come back and get you the final 30-something laps of racing here on the Captain Esports Network.
This is the world's premier online racing simulation. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat from your home computer with the most realistic online motorsports experience you'll find anywhere. Race virtually in the world's biggest events with officially licensed series, cars, and tracks. From the high banks of Daytona to the blistering speeds of Indianapolis, the dirt of Eldora to the world's most legendary road courses. It's all here, and with more than 180,000 people just like you already driving, you'll always have someone to race. Ready to get behind the wheel? Sign up at iRacing.com to get started.
All right, back we are, and we're seeing Brandon Alfin back on pit road. Not sure if there's a pit strategy move here or what. But we're seeing a bunch of others. Cam Ingram, Sam Barnes, Blaine Sparling on pit road. I think these guys topping off the cell to get to the finish, potentially on one more stop. Now, I'm going to throw another warning out there, T. Let's add to this. It just stinks that all this is coming in as of what I've had as a wild week. Yeah, so we had a pretty good lightning bolt during that commercial hit a few seconds ago and caused a pretty loud thunder. So be warned that you never know. That my luck, it probably is going to happen that the power will go out during this broadcast. And if it does, hypothetically speaking, happen, I will rebroadcast this whole entire race on Saturday. Just preparing in advance. Look, I try not to make things about me, but while we're under caution, I'm like, you know what? I could just share everything of what I've went through today, like being on the road for 7 hours. I've sat at my office desk for about 20 minutes. going back to work after we're done here. Probably going to be sitting there for a very long time. As look at half of the field is coming to pit road right now to get fuel. I come here, I get set up for the broadcast. I have an employee say, hey, I might go over 14 hours on road, which is a DOT violation for those who don't know. So when that happens, yeah, I had to prepare myself to go get him. So that's why I never went on the air. And then, of course, the whole streaming issues happened after everything was okay. There's my day in a nutshell so far. All right, so we're going to have kind of an old-school looking restart here. When I say kinda, I mean you got to go back to the early 1990s when the restarts happened with the lead lap trucks on the inside and lap trucks on the outside. The difference here is the 3 trucks on the outside are not lap trucks. They are 2nd, 4th, and 6th right there. The rest of the field is going to be single file coming to the restart. Of course, mid-90s and the late 90s, they swapped it, put the lap cars at the inside lane. As we go back racing, and you know what, let's just turn it up here for a little bit, shall we? Oh, one truck up the track. Cam Ingram there. Not sure what happened. But we'll continue wide open as we stay green. They're 4 wide off turn 2. Did anybody see that? I look up and I see everybody on the back straightaway scattered. As Cam comes to pit road, unscheduled stop. Cam right on the border right now of the top 10 in points. As often inside of Frere for position. Meanwhile, for second, Chris Evans. The 51 truck looking feisty. As Lucan up there, 4th position. Robert Warren's in the 5th position there, 95 truck looking pretty solid, but we're going to be watching the fuel window here because a lot of these trucks came in at 35 laps to go. Obviously, the right place to save the fuel is over at turn 4 because that's where you get the smaller part of the lower banking where you can kind of coast it into turn 3. From here, you really got to kind of stay wide open. As Peachin looks inside of Frere for 8th. Three laps to, oh, contact! Peachin into Frere, and he's tries tail whipping around, spins and it cautions out. Oh, there goes the fuel mileage. Third caution out. Let's see it again here. I think at a different angle. I want to see if Sean was on the back of Sutphin there or something happened and lost the air maybe. But Frere loses it down the back straightaway, saves it. You can see the damage on the right front. Want to go to the 26. And let's go right there. And let's... Oh, so, okay. A little bit of net code, but at the same time here, let's watch. Brian is going to come out of turn 2 shallow here. And you see Frere moves up, and Sean is just going to kind of put his nose there in the middle. Was he going to attempt 3 wide? Maybe. Well, you see Sean's got the run through the corner, but then right here, there, it's almost like some netcode contact between he and Sutphin. Kicks him up into the 25. Oh, and there's some more contact. And that's where Frere has to go into tail whip mode. A zig and a zag and a zig and a... And caution out, and we do got some pit stops happening here. Some people topping off the fuel cells towards the back. Looks like Mike Robinson, Drift, Cook, Tuckness, and obviously Frere being involved. Let's talk to a driver now that I've got kind of things under control here. Shall we? Let's grab... Are they even in here? Oh, there he is. Okay. Got a leader of the pack here, shall we? Let's get Bondo up here with me here for a minute. Justin, you got a copy, buddy?
I got you.
Hey, man, looking pretty sporty here tonight. You and started right there, second row. You and Alphin kind of took off, and then after a little bit of a long run there, you took the lead and really haven't looked back. Truck's got to be feeling pretty good being out front.
Yeah, truck feels good. These cautions keep coming out at the wrong time.
Right.
But, yeah, hopefully we are talking to you here in a little bit.
Absolutely. And after last week's race that yeah, we just won't talk about.
But yeah, we don't bring that
It'd
up.
be a good bounce back here, huh?
Yeah, it'd be nice to get a good top 5 finish at least. Haven't finished a lot of these lately.
Absolutely. Well, last time we saw an 11 truck in Kentucky, or at least to my memory, I remember it going up in the catch fence. So hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. And we'll hopefully see you in victory lane in a little bit.
All right, thank you.
You too, bud. Justin Ponder there in the lead of this race. He's led the most laps so far this evening here. The Lap 1 Legends, or leaders, I should say. Legends, leaders. Something like that. I still never get that team name right. Turn 1, I like it better. I just thought about this. With it lighting outside my place, and I'm supposed to not be broadcasting for like 30 minutes per NASCAR rules? Just a thought. All right, so next week it's Belle Isle for some road course racing. If you've never heard of Belle Isle, it is a road course, a street circuit, if you will, on an island between Detroit and Canada. And it's one IndyCar and IMSA races that NASCAR doesn't. And be the second time actually that this series has gone to that track, and last time we were there we saw some pretty actual good racing, and JW Miller went on to dominate the end of that race and win it. He's not here obviously, so who knows what will happen in the second running of the race on Belle Isle next Wednesday night. We'll see at 8:45 Eastern time. Work willing. one thing I should bring up, too, we do have, I believe, the new restart happening tonight in this series. For those who didn't know, that iRacing came out with the new restart zone deal. And basically, I don't know too much about it yet, but apparently on board these trucks, you can see a ghost pace car after the pace car pulls off. And it goes into the zone or something, if I've read it correctly. But if you look to the left, you will see a Geico restart zone. Never mind. I guess they're not doing it because Bondo's gone. I thought they were doing it tonight. Bondo said, I'll show you a restart zone there, Scala. Two, three wide, maybe four wide. How about Robert Warren's up to the third position here, maybe? Having the best run of his GLSR career. Alford looking to make some moves. Dalton up to the second position. Bondo out a half second already. 22 to go. Fuel window should be shut now. We should be good to go the rest of the way. Question is, are we done wrecking? Oh, nope, we're not. Caution's out. Fourth time. And Jeremy Frere has gone around in 3 and 4, so his night has gotten a lot worse. Let's see what happens to the 25. Oh, whoa, big net, wow. It looked like he just went to, I think they would have touched anyways, but still, that was awfully intense. You know what that looks like? That awkward moment when you go up like to a dog and it's all nice and sad and, or not sad, but it like nice and calm and just like being quiet, and all of a sudden it just attacks. That's what that looked like. What's this? Yeah, Justin's minding his own business and stuff, and here comes Jeremy and get off me! Nice miss by whoever that was. All right, caution with 20 to go. So out of all this, look who's running in the 8th position right now. How about Alex Cummings? How about the guy that, remember I said earlier, will just sneak his way on up here, and there he is, P8. And Hobby Wing Techno Toyota. With 20 laps to go. Look at the weather. A heavy thunderstorm coming through the area. It's kind of funny. All right. 19 laps to go. Didn't really have many takers on pit road. Let's grab another driver, bring him up here. How about a driver that is having a really, really good run tonight? Part of this Warren's racing team. We really haven't talked to any of them, so I'm going to bring Robert up here. Robert, so far so good there in that 95 truck, but we haven't had a chance to really talk to many people of your team, so figured a great opportunity to say hello, and great job here so far tonight. Talk about your race.
Yeah, no, thanks very much. It's nice to have some luck on my side. I feel like I've been dealt a bad hand at poker here for most of the night, so it's nice to race up front with these guys. Good competitive group.
Absolutely. How's that 95 truck? You feel like you got a top 5 in her?
I'm hoping so. I've been saving for about 10 laps while those guys pulled away from me, so I got a little bit more. And I'm just going to wait maybe another 5 or so laps before I start using it up, see if I can get up a couple positions. It'd be nice to podium, but these guys, they like to race hard, and hard racing is, tough to pass.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job so far in that 95 truck. Best of luck. And who knows, maybe top 3, and we'll talk again here in a few minutes.
Yeah, thanks for the interview.
Absolutely. Robert Warren's there, the Canadian driver, I believe he is, in the 6th position right now, next to the champ, Brandon Alphin. So, again, everybody here that you're seeing in the top 17 positions all have stayed out from that pit stop at lap 83 to 85 with that caution. And should be good to go the distance the rest of the way. Let's see who can win the Rackz BBQ 180. I would like info on who is responsible for that title, because it is awesome. Restart here, and some issues for Dalton, and Knupp jumps the middle. Dalton gives him plenty of room. Problem is getting up to speed. You're taking a long way around, so he's going to lose multiple spots. Chris Evans up to 2nd. Are we at Talladega? Oh, I heard contact somewhere, but I don't see anybody in the wall. Justin Bondurant last season picked up his first career win. As I notice my scoring's on your screen. Is tonight win number 2. Look at Warren's moving up to the 3rd position. Am I now becoming good luck with interviews? Alex Cummings sneaking his way into the top 5 as Jason Dalton continues to fall back. As Cummings moves up to the 3rd spot, or 4th spot, is Knupp up to 3rd. Here comes Alphin and Dalton back at it. Now for Justin Bondurant, this is his 5th season here in the GLSR Black Horizon Truck Series season. He got that 1 win, okay, this is season 7. So yeah, season 6, got that 1 win, which was actually a career season for him. And it's interesting because his one win, or his favorite track, I should say, is the Las Vegas Speedway. Of course, Las Vegas looks awfully familiar to this one, does it not? $11 laps to go. Chris Evans, 8/10, almost 9/10 back now. Bonder pulling away now, 1.2 seconds. He's put it down now. The gauntlet is on 1.2 over Evans, Canup, Cummings, Alphin, and Dalton all nose to tail here, second to fifth. As Alphin's under attack from Dalton. And Canup going topside on Evans. Nope, not able to do it. Seven laps to go, and look at his line of trucks. I mean, it looks like a Daytona race back behind Bonder in here as they try to get around Evans. Canup all the way to the apron. That win for Justin Bonder, it came at the Rock last season. As we're 3 wide back here, how about Jonathan Tuckness back to 12th? He's back on the lead lap and has fought all the way back. What a fight for him. And Dalton fighting back, a block by Evans. That's going to cost Dalton a couple of spots here, and I'm sure he's not going to be happy about that move. Not to humbly brag, yes, I know there's 4 laps to go. But on the podcast, I said I took, if I remember correctly, wow, now they door bang each other here. I was about to brag about my lineup, but I'm just going to hold off as Evans is going to get turned with Warns. And caution comes out. Third, or 3 laps to go in the 5th caution. And there are going to be some unhappy people here. This is going to start, I mean, technically it starts all the way back when the block of Dalton, but we're actually going to see this translate itself back to this move right here. Dalton goes to the apron. They're going to hit each other. Dalton still holds his lane. Warren tries to cross over and into contact, and they're both in the wall. And I think that for Evans was like, I ain't happy with that, and goes down and hits him. I was going to brag for a second. I thought I had Bondurant, Telder, Cummings, and Alphin, but I don't think I did. I think I had Luke Daniels, actually. So I'm not going to brag. But we are going to have trucks on pit road here. Probably maybe a last set of tires. I don't know. But the door is open now for something wild to happen here. I mean, why not? Everything else has been wild. As Jeremy Ferrer takes the lucky dog, he'll be back on the lead lap, I believe. And just a reminder here, GLSR, we do have 2 green-white checkers. And this will be the first one right here. All right. So we got Luke Canup, who's looking for his first career win. We got Justin Bondurant looking for his second. We had Alex Cummings, the points leader, looking to score his second win of the season. Of course, winning the dirt race there in Knoxville, it would be his 5th career win. Brandon Alphin, the champion. How weird that sounds for him, considering he's not won a race in this series. And then, of course, Jason Dalton, who scored the win at Homestead earlier this season. Going to be your top 5 as we come back to green. And you got Sean Peachin, who forever and a day has been looking for his first career win. Brian Sutphin, he's looking for his first career win. And then somehow the Darlington winner, Jonathan Tuckness, sits in 8th, who was a lap down a while back, almost 2 laps down, I think. There's so much here. Telder looking for his first career win. And Casey Duncan, who has kept the truck clean, looking for another top 5. So much to break down here. Sounds like Sam and I are going to have some fun on the podcast come Sunday night. Oh, by the way, they're saving fuel too still, I think. right, pace car going to pull in. Green, white checker number 1. We get back to the white flag. The race will be over. If we get the caution, we do it again. Bondurant, good restart for him. Cummings going to steal second. Here comes Alfin trying to get third. Knupp shutting the door on Dalton. Cummings on the back door of his teammate. As Peachin crosses over for 4th, we're going to get back to the white flag. Final lap from Kentucky. Oh, Cummings caught the apron a little bit. The Killer Bee is going to be rocking and rolling tonight. Bourbon and Bondo winning at Kentucky, a second career win. The blinking was not a part of it. That kind of threw me off. I'm like, wait a minute. Bourbon, Bluegrass, and Bondurant win number 2 and win number 1 this season. Cummings makes it a 1-2 for LOL. Brandon Alfin, Sean Peachin comes back to 4th. As we will get some burnouts here. Be his first win with the LOL team. Of course, a new team started this season. Won last season with the Millennium team. And a pretty good burnout there from the 11. As we take a look at the finishing order of tonight's Rackz Barbecue 180. Bondurant winning it by a little over a tenth on Alex Cummings. Brandon Alfin 3rd. Sean Peachin and Luke Knupp finishing your top 5. Jason Dalton ends up 6th. Tuckness 7th. Telder gets a 3rd LOL truck into the top 10. With Mike Robinson getting his best career finish there for 4X. And Casey Duncan 10th. Brian Sutphin 11th. Sam Barnes gets a good finish there in 12th. I'm sure he'll be happy about that. Excuse me. Josh Gagnon 13th. Sam Fontaine, disappointing 14th place finish for him. Cedric Ingram 15th. Drayton Cook 16th. Tyler Brewer 17th. The Dean Machine struggled tonight and finished in the 18th position. Looking at the rest of the field here. 19th going to Drift. 20th, Jeremy Frere. Last truck on the lead lap. Blaine Sparling 21st. Robert Warren's unfortunate luck there at the end. 22nd. Chris Evans 23rd. Dennis Warren's 24th, Cam Ingram 25th, Luke Daniels 26th, Robert Lukens 27th, and Lucas Josephson in the 28th and final position in the race this evening. That's all 5 cautions and a green-white checker finish. And some not-so-happy people. Let's jump into the Discord and talk to the top 3 finishers. We'll start with 3rd. And that there is Brandon Alfin, the Kentucky-born driver. He finishes in the 3rd position this evening. We'll bring him up here. Kentucky almost got you a homegrown win, but unfortunately a 3rd-place finish for you, Brandon, as you continue to get that quest for the first win. But a great point tonight for you.
Yeah, we had a good truck all night. Stayed up towards the front. Screwed myself on one pit stop. The reason I came back in wasn't because I was topping off. I actually missed taking tires, so I wouldn't have done that. And then I guess everybody kind of followed suit. So a little disappointing, but still a good run, finishing top 3. So we'll take it.
Yeah, definitely some wild racing out there. I know a couple times it was 2-3 wide throughout, but definitely a lot of fun up there at the front. It looked like.
Yeah, it's a little tricky track. I mean, you probably saw it there the last 10, 15 laps. Everybody's getting a little bit racier, and it's just kind of tough to pass here. You really have to set them up off of 4. I mean, 1 and 2. You can maybe make that middle lane work, but it's just a little tough. And it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations on the P3. And we get to go to the road course next week at Belle Isle. But congratulations and shout-outs to whoever you like to.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout-out Chris Lewis, TIX Racing, also Strada Italiano for their support this year, as long as last year as well. And then, I'd like to give a shout-out to you, Chris, for what you do. I know it's stressful with work right now, but it's always enjoy watching your stream. So, again, I just want to thank you for what you do.
Absolutely. Go back to playing college football. It's that joke.
I'll have to I got me a 5-star, baby. Come on.
Congratulations, bud.
I appreciate it, Chris.
Nice. Brandon Alford finishing in the 3rd position here. There's a joke there, basically, between him and I. We'll keep it, but yeah, we'll go from there. 2nd place finisher tonight is Alex Cummings, Mr. Yeah, just hang in there. I'm just going to show up later and be there. Alex finishing in the 2nd position. He's the only guy that can show up late to a party and still make it cooler when it's all over with, and that's what he pretty much did tonight. He just slides up in there to P2 after sliding to the top 10 late in that race. Great run for you, Alex, and looks like you extended that points lead.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at this track. This was the first race I've done. I just did some practice and did some AI racing just to get filled with some cars on track, and I wasn't really looking forward to this one. So, I think I'm on a lucky streak here lately. It seems like so. When you go buy a lottery ticket or something.
Yeah, great job. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Go play that lottery, and obviously you've found the form so far this season. New track, old track, whatever. You've just seemed to be having that career season. I mean, how much has so far this start helped you, knowing that you got over a 100-point lead? As you only have a couple of races left before you clinch that, the regular season title.
It definitely helps, especially with some of the newer road courses we're going to. Like next week we're on Belle Isle. Just recently just bought that track. Haven't even done a lap on it yet. So having a good points lead will surely make it a little easier going in there, knowing I don't have to get a good finish per se.
So needless to say, he'll finish in the top 5 at Belle Isle next week. So great job though, Alex. Shouts whoever you like you, bud.
Just give a shout out to you doing the broadcast. Give everybody over here for that puts on the league, does everything they do. Give a shout out to Techno and Hobby Wing RC for coming on board again this season, and give a shout out to my dad out there. He should be watching.
Yeah, I believe so. If he got over here, I kind of screwed some things up tonight, but needless to say, he'll be able to watch it tonight. So congratulations though on your top 2 finish.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Absolutely, Alex Cummings finishing 2nd here this evening in a 1-2 sweep for LOL. And let's bring Bondo up here to victory lane, his 2nd career victory. He said he looked forward to talking to me, and here he is back in the booth talking to me again with a victory on a 1.5-mile track, kind of similar to his favorite track, which he says is Las Vegas. Congratulations on that. Oh, by the way, we go there later on this season. A win here at Kentucky.
Hey, Scarlett. Yeah, good. When that caution came out, man, I was like, oh, here we go. Here's my luck.
Well, yeah, it was a great bounce back. I mean, obviously, we got to bring it up last week. Didn't even make it, 10 laps into the race, and unfortunately, you were done for with the unfortunate there at Darlington. How much does it help just being able to come back to a track and just say, you know what, I got this, put that behind me, and go to victory lane?
Yeah, it feels real good. We've had a couple bad weeks. If you include the dirt in there, too. I'm not the best at that. So
right.
Good to get some points and start trying to get back into the playoff hunt. We're pretty far out of it at this point.
Absolutely, man. It's got to feel good to have, 2 wins here now, 2 seasons in. This is your, 3rd full season or 4th full season in the league, and now you're starting to get those wins. We're going to start seeing a little bit of a Bondo run potentially here?
Yeah, I hope so. We got some good tracks coming up. Hopefully we can get another win. But hey, when you win twice in this league, it means it's legit, you know? That first one wasn't a fluke.
No, absolutely. Well, winning at the Rock anytime is not the fluke, so I got to give you that one. So I would say if it was like a Talladega, like just everybody wrecks and you cross the line from 11th to 1st, then we could talk. But no, this is legit, man.
That is true.
Congratulations on that, though. Shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, shout out you for always putting on a great broadcast, and shout out the whole Lap 1 Legends team.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations, and yeah, tell Telder I got the team name right tonight.
Okay, good. He'll be happy.
Yeah. Anyways, I've got like 4
you.
names for the team now, so let's put it like that. Congratulations.
Thanks, Colin.
I use it by Bonder finishing in the victory lane. That's where he's finishing in the. Congratulations, him. Gets his 2nd career win, first this season, and now adds to the list of winners. 6 races, 6 different winners. Are we going to match the 9 for 10 that we did in Season 6? Sorry, I'm reading the talk going on in the boxing ring here. Getting a little distracted here. But we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to go review the broadcast here. It probably won't be tonight, but I'm going to review it this week, make sure everything worked out okay. Worst case scenario, maybe I'll rerun the broadcast Saturday for you guys to see. I know there was a lot of issues at the beginning. I'm sorry about that. I'm not going to bring work as an excuse because I don't like excuses. I'll be straight up responsible and say it was my fault. So that's just the way it is. So, but I do appreciate everybody watching, and I will continue to work to be better each and every week and do the best that I can each week to provide the best broadcast I can. And apparently Cincinnati Ford dealers wants a lot of advertising right now. But with that said, congratulations to Justin Bondurant and the whole Lap 1 Leaders team on their victory, a 1-2 finish tonight for them here at the Virtual Kentucky Speedway. Next week, we go to Belle Isle. Sunday, we'll be in the booth recording the podcast. Look for that early next week as we go from there. And always remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya! Cummings steals it. To score his 3rd win in 4 races. Road America to Dylan Parker. There's a photo of J.W. Miller with his father on the front straightaway at the Brickyard. Now he's actually going to go to victory lane at the Brickyard.